Welcome back to AJ Creative Hub, and today we're going to sidetrack just a moment from the divers to go back to the world of Lego Star Wars because recently I picked up this Lego Star Wars set. This is set number 75444. Say that 3 times fast. And this is the ATRT Attack. This happens at the beginning of the Mandalorian movie. Man, this is the year of the Mandalorian. I tell you what, there's so many Lego sets this year that just pumped out because of the Mandalorian movie. And now, I was debating if I really wanted to get this, but I really like this ATRT Walker. And I need to pick this up because it's pretty neat, it's pretty cool. It goes with all the mechs that I got going on around here. They're not anywhere up here. But I got a lot of mechs. I got a lot of Star Wars mechs, and why not throw this ATRT into the mix of all the mechs that I got happening with all my Lego mechs? I got the Marvels, I got Star Wars, I've got Ninjago stuff, mechs. I'm all about Lego mechs. I got a problem. But looking at the box art here, of course, you got the ATRT combating against this, I don't even know what type of trooper this is. Stormtrooper. We're just going to say Stormtrooper for this. Actually, no. Imperial Remnant. There you go. If I just read the freaking box, I would know. But the ATRT is going up against this Imperial Remnant with this gun station here, which is a pretty neat display. I actually like it. It's a little snug inside, and I'll show you that once we get to the set review. And then the box art right here in the back, showcasing more combat abilities. But without further ado, let's go to the desk and talk about the ATRT set. As per usual, we'll start with the manuals. There's 2 of them. 1 manual, 2 manuals. One's for the ATRT, the other one is for this tower with the gun with the Imperial Remnant. Moving on, here's the set. Alright, we'll start with Grogu first. Now, Grogu has a different variation. This is the one without the armor, and the other one with his armor. This one came from the Razor Crest. This one's from this set. Now, I do also want to point out the other variation of Grogu. Yeah, the first variation of it, which this one's from the speeder bike, the $10 set that I reviewed not too long ago. So I got 3 different variations of Grogu. Which one is better? Not this one. This one kind of sucks. I'll just be honest. I don't like the design, but they really nailed it with these 2 here. One with the armor and without the armor. So it's pretty cool that there's 2 variations along with this set. But you know what? It's cool to have all 3 Grogus hanging out with us. But here it is. We'll start with the Imperial Remnant here with the gunner. The Imperial Remnant is pretty cool looking. I like the helmet. I like the design on the outfit that he has. He has the typical, of course, blaster. Basic standard face. There's not an alternate face on this minifigure. Again, the printing on the back. Nothing for, well, yeah, there's stuff on the legs on the front. No sidearm printing or anything like that. So pretty cool for the addition of all my lack of stormtroopers that I have. I have a very variety of different stormtroopers out there. But looking at this, before we open it up, looking at the station, you got stickers. I know they're on there a little crooked. Now, I accidentally put the wrong sticker on one of these things, which didn't really matter because I just moved the piece to a different position to where it matches up and lines up with the booklet. So pretty cool. I do like the little snow build around here to kind of highlight the snow, the gray that highlights the rocks. And you can open this up. This don't really attach anything. This just helps you open it up from the inside. And inside you got the control panel to the ATRT, which I don't know why we're hiding this thing, but here it is. We're hiding it in here. You got some hooks here for storing your blaster, and you can just simply close it up. Now the trooper can, well, maybe not as well hide out in there. So never mind. Can't really hide him out in there unless he's hanging with the blaster. I guess you probably squeeze him in there. But I like this thing here, this blaster up here, because it just kind of goes up and down. But the top also swivels and rotates, which is pretty cool. You got the stud shooters right here, and a little, I guess, laser cannons, I suppose, for that. However you want to play with that. And then the ATRT over here, which, again, I love the mechs. love the Lego mechs. I really do. I just absolutely love it. Again, it's probably because I love Gundam Wing. I like the Gundam series. I just like the idea of mechs and such, and it's really cool. And this one is just, even though there's no arms or anything, but it's just cool to have a little walker mech like the ATRT. This is the first one I ever owned. I think my son has an ATRT from one of the Clone Trooper sets. I don't really recall. But this one has a gun that kind of angles up and down. It can just rotate around like so. Don't know what the purpose of that, unless you just wanted to just sideways shoot it. But you got the little Imperial decals on here. Another sticker decal up here and there. Again, the legs, they move around. So very good articulation on the joints and such. And of course, Mandalorian is the same Mandalorian that we've seen in prior sets that I've reviewed, like the Razor Crest. This is more of the Razor Crest variation. The newer Razor Crest, I should say. The typical face print for Din Djarin. No hairpiece or nothing. Just the one facial print, which that's pretty much his standard look. I mean, that's his face. He doesn't really smile or nothing. That's just his face when the helmet's removed. Just kind of thinking about it. He's got a blaster that he has in his hand. He's got the rocket pack with the missile right there. Printing on the arms and front. No, nothing on the side of the legs or back of the legs, of course. But again, we've seen this minifigure before with the other sets I reviewed with the Mandalorian figure. But that's pretty much the set here. This is the ATRT attack. And it's a pretty cool addition for the collection. And with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Have yourselves a great day and take care.